Welcome back into another episode of Married Life with Fintress
and Isaac / IQ for those of you that don't know.
So first off, we did not think we were gonna get that much response on that pet peeves video. Y'all were really going in on us about everything.
Us? They was going in on me, not you. What you talking about us? Y'all was going in on me, like literally. I was y'all was all. I was just disrespectful. I shouldn't have said this. I shouldn't have said that. You said I'm mean. Okay, I'll take that. You're right. I am mean. That's just who I am. It's my nature.
Anyway, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, because if you own this show, you are going to get 100% authenticity about our marriage and stuff we go through.
Yeah, so hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, or the thumbs down. It doesn't even matter. And make sure you leave a comment, man. Y'all was on there, you know, going at me. And
calling
everything.
People.
Yeah, calling me, Kevin. Calling me. But why don't y'all talk about y'all's pet peeves? Because I know ain't none of y'all's marriage perfect. Ain't none of y'all.
At all.
Y'all go through problems.
And if it is, y'all need to let us know that secret.
Yeah, exactly. Because we trying to figure that out ourselves.
Yeah, we ain't got it yet, so. So let's start off with apologies. I want to say I'm sorry for saying that Isaac pees on the floor.
Oh my God! Stop fucking lying.
Yep.
I actually found out that it was only Ali and not Isaac, according to him.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
he don't pee on the floor.
Sure don't. Sure don't. And I'm gonna go ahead and apologize too. I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it. Cause she said I was mean, so I was like, I'm gonna go with that term. But, you know, I'm gonna apologize, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna try to be nice, you know what I'm saying? So, I apologize for saying that there was a rodent going in and out of your car.
Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
Because it was not going in my car.
It wasn't going in her car, but it was going in the hood. It was taking my dog's dog food and storing it in her hood.
That stuff was crazy.
So, with that being said, I apologize for saying that. But it was true. We don't know what it was. We don't know if it was a possum or a rat. According to her, she don't know which one it was
All
either.
I know is it ran across. Like, I got out there, I opened the car door, I cranked the car up, I got right back out the car, and I saw something come from the car, and it ran, and it was gray, and I was like, I gotta go.
She left Ali in the car, too.
He was safe, though. He was busted up.
You don't even know what it was.
I know it came from out the hood, not in the car. So by me going in the house just for a second to gather myself, to get myself together, he was all right. I came right back. Ain't like I left him out there all day.
But what if it was like some little dinosaur or something running in and out of the car?
A little dinosaur.
It could have been something.
A little dinosaur.
You don't know what it was.
It wasn't a dinosaur.
How you know it was a dinosaur?
So you seen rat-looking dinosaurs?
I'm not saying I seen it, but I'm saying it could have been whatever it could have been, just because you didn't know what it was.
My point is, it was leaving out of the garage.
My point is, it could have been anything.
We're gonna talk about raising a child, because that is something big in a marriage, and it can either make it fall, make it rise, bring them closer together. But in our case, it's for life, you know.
We gonna get to foods, because like raising a child, I feel like, you know, that can go anywhere. But let's categorize this. Let's separate it down into sections here.
So let's talk all day.
Yeah, so let's talk about foods, because we know a lot of y'all give y'all's child or y'all's children whatever they want. And when y'all do, it kind of makes it like, you know, a habit. Like, these kids typically take advantage of you.
When he say people, he mean I give him.
Yeah, she give him whatever he wants to eat. He eats whatever he wants to eat. And when he don't get it, he shows his little ass. Like, I'm gonna just be honest with you. He eats nothing but fries. That's all that child eats. Remember last episode, for those of you that actually watched that episode, remember I was talking about there was fries all in the crevices of the seat, and this family was a fry-eating family? That's why. Like, literally, this boy, like, we'll go out, right? We'll go out. Anytime he sees that little M, because you know that's like a children magnet. Like, whenever a child sees that M, they know, like, it represents something that they like about that place. He sees McDonald's, he immediately, fries, fries, mama, fries. That's all he asked for. you'll try to get him to eat something else, he'll spit it out, he'll hold it. That's another thing he does.
He holds stuff in his mouth until it gets nasty. And he'd be like, I gotta spit it out. Or he'll hold it, and that way you try to give him something else. Like if you try to give him vegetables, he'll hold something in his mouth like for an hour and then keep saying, I gotta chew my food up just so he won't have to eat more vegetables.
He sure do.
And then he'll spit it out when it gets all soggy and nasty.
So, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think it's right to give kids whatever food they want. I think they should eat whatever you provide to them, and if they choose not to eat it, then they don't eat nothing. Like, I mean, and I know that sounds harsh for some of y'all, but that's the way I was raised. Like, if I didn't eat something that was on my plate that was provided to me, I didn't get anything else unless I had money to pay for it. And being that I'm a child and I don't have no job and, you know, I'm just not handed money like that, either I eat that or I don't eat that. You know what I'm saying? But for whatever reason, she said that her parents used to give her nothing but pizza all the time. Like, that's
fries
what she
and
wanted.
pizza. Like, when I was his age, because, like, okay, you gotta think about it. Whenever our jobs are like, I'm not trying to make an excuse and saying that I'm not gonna give him healthy food, because I do, but it's just like, when he's always gone, and Ali's always with me throughout the day doing reports and stuff, you know, I don't have time to go home and then cook during the day, so it's fries. It's whatever I can get, so I can edit, I can go, boom. Whenever I do cook though, when he don't want to eat it, yeah, that is a problem, because it's just like he got fries earlier in the day and he still don't want it. Like, but in his defense though, he does eat a lot of fruits. He is a fruit eater. I feel like if all he had on this earth to eat was not pineapples, but cantaloupe, strawberries, watermelon, grapes, like, he would survive, because that's all he eats. That's it. That's
So do you think it's okay to give your kids whatever they want to eat?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not okay, but I'm just saying the reason.
So why do it?
Because when I have him with me all day long, I gotta do whatever I gotta do to get my job done and keep him. Whenever you keep him all day, you do what you want. But until then, I'm sorry. If there's a fry around, that's what he gonna get. But at dinner time, yes, I do get mad if I give him some food and it's something different. Yeah, I expect him to eat it. But when he doesn't, yeah, that is annoying. It is. So
you think it's okay for him to eat fries all the time? Like, okay, let's be honest. So I know a lot of y'all have probably seen that video.
I just said it wasn't okay.
The super. You said what?
I just said it wasn't okay for me to eat it all the time. I said during the day, throughout the work day, I have to give him whatever is quick. But at nighttime, no. If I have time to cook, I'm gonna cook and I want him to eat it. And if he doesn't, yeah, I get mad. I didn't say it was okay for him to eat fries all the time.
You said what?
Go.
I swear I be bringing the worst out of her. So I understand there's situations where you have got to give your children what you can, because you have to get your stuff done and you have to make sure you're doing what you have to do for yourself as well to make sure you're able to get up the next day and go to work. I get that. But come on now, let's be real though. Giving our kids fries all the time, giving our kids whatever they want to eat, there has to be a barrier there.
I can see though if he was eating like cakes every day, but he don't. You know our child, all he does, he eats fruits. Literally from sun up to sundown. If he has fruit available to him, he will choose fruit over anything.
He wouldn't choose it over fries.
I mean, he'll get both. He'll get every time he goes. He don't ask for just fries. It's fries and apples and yuggets. Yuggets, that's what he calls them. Yuggets. But then he don't eat them. I end up eating them. But he eats the fries and the apples. But let you forget them apples, he gonna be upset because he loves fruit. Don't try to act like he just so unhealthy.
He is. That's all he eat. Okay, don't get me wrong. He does eat a lot of fruits, and I'm proud of him for that. But I mean, come on, let's be real though. Fruits are sweet. Like, it's sweet. That's why he likes it. It's something that tastes really good. He knows it's like a sugary substance. Although it's not like, you know, unhealthy sugars, it's natural sugars that is compounded into this fruit. But at the same time, he knows that it's a sugary substance. That's why he likes it. We know that. That's why he likes it.
So obviously that's our take on the whole food thing with raising him. Like, we get into it over there, I guess. What's next?
Whoopings.
Oh gosh.
Whoopings.
We're going to go ahead and say this. For everybody who is sensitive to not, you know, sparing the rod and all that stuff, we are sorry. But I got whooped as a child.
And I got my ass beat as a child. Like, I got straight murked as a child. For any of y'all that know, y'all know, some of y'all know how it went down in my household. I got my ass whooped. I'ma just go ahead and be frank with you. I ain't gonna say I got my ass beat. Like, that's just how it was handled. And when I got grown and I started getting older, not necessarily like grown, but I started getting older, You know, my grandpa, he started laying hands on me, you know, like, you know, he started coming at me because he knew, like, okay, you don't want to listen to the switch, you want to listen to the belt, you don't want to listen to the hand, you don't want to listen to my mouth, so we got to start setting some boundaries here, and we got to start doing some other things. We got to start handling this differently. I got my ass whooped, and I'm going to be real with you. I didn't like it. Nobody likes it. And when you're a child, you don't think it's right to do that to, you know, children. It's like, this is wrong. Well, who does this to their children? But when you get older and you start realizing how your child is and how they attack you, how combative they are, like when they say things, you know, when they do certain things, their actions, it's like, you need to get your ass whooped. Like, I be in the store sometimes and I see kids showing out and I immediately start thinking, like, if you was my child, I would whoop your ass. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with you, I would whoop your ass. Like, you not gonna do that in my house. That wouldn't happen. And that's the way it is with my son. Like, you know, when he start doing things that's wrong, I'm gonna whoop his butt, and she knows it.
But let's just go ahead and say, we have tried to do alternative methods with him. Let's show them a clip of what we tried to do when he didn't want to eat his food.
Sure.
All you have to do is eat your Lunchables, baby. Why don't you just eat your Lunchables? Are you gonna eat your Lunchables now?
Okay, so we tried. Y'all see that clip right there? He ate that food though. He was scared, but he didn't get his butt beat. But he did.
He ate that food though, didn't
he?
He ate. Look at the picture. He ate that food, didn't he? He ate it, right?
I know a lot of people right now probably think that's so mean, but like, we try not to whoop you because no parent gets enjoyment out of whooping their child. There's no parent that's like, I can't wait to whip my kid's butt. But like, I do understand, now that I have my own child, I understand, like, spirit aroused, spoil the child. I definitely get it because my kid, like, he has an attitude. When I tell you I never knew, like, somebody can be more stubborn than this guy right here, like, he met his match. He is the most stubborn, and like, his attitude is on 10 already at 3. Everybody always says, oh, he's so cute.
He ain't cute.
He's just the cutest with us.
He ain't.
I'm telling you, raise him for a little bit.
He ain't. Y'all can
Raise him
have
for a
him.
little bit.
Come get him.
Like my sister, she always gets mad at me. She be like, he ain't bad. He ain't bad.
Well, he mean as hell to us. Maybe it's just us.
Yeah, maybe it is, because he shows his true nature when he's with us. But talk about some of them whoopings though, because you be making it seem like you just got tortured.
I did. I swear, like, okay, for those of you that know me, and I know there's a lot of you that was raised around me, so y'all know I'm not lying about any of this information. My grandpa did not whoop clothes, like, because I was raised by my grandpa for a long period of my life. He did not whoop clothes. He didn't believe in it. He would make me strip down butt-ass naked. And this is no lie, like, this is real. Like, he would make me strip down butt-ass naked before my whooping. It was like I had to anticipate it. He would always tell me, no sooner I know I done messed up and did something wrong, right? I come into the house. He be like, all right, you already know what to do. You already know what to do. Go on in the room. Go ahead and take your clothes off. Go ahead. Go take your clothes off. So I'm sitting in my room, butt-ass naked, sitting on my bed, and I'm thinking about my actions, and I'm like, this should be good enough. Like, I don't need a whooping. What I need a whooping for? You know, like, this is wrong right here what I'm dealing with, because I gotta wait for him to come in the room. The notion he comes in the room, he tells me to get right behind the door. I got behind the door. He would push the door up against me. There's a wall and there's the door. He pushed the door up against me. And my butt cheeks is hanging out in his direction, so that way he can see everything. Like, he knows, it's like he had a targeted point of where he was gonna whoop at. He would switch up, you know what I'm saying? Like, he would go back and forth, alternating between my legs, my ass, and my back. And that's what he would do to me. Like, literally, that's how I got my ass whooped all the time up until I got to be, you know, like, older. You know, it was different. Like, he started laying hands on me. But at the same time, like, that was one of the ass whoopings I used to get. Like, that was one of the styles. I got whooped with switches. I got whooped with drop cords. I got whooped with shoes. I got whooped with whatever they could get their hands on at the time. Old folks don't play, and y'all know that. They don't play. If you were raised by your parents, anytime that you went to your grandparents' house, I guarantee you was not gonna treat your parents the way you treated your grandparents. You not, or you was not gonna treat I'm over here slipping up.
Get your words straight, Jack.
You're not gonna treat your
back to you, ain't
grandparents. You're not gonna treat your grandparents any kind of way. Especially the way you treat your parents is not gonna happen with your grandparents. You know they do not play. Them old folks don't play. And I had to live with them. Both of them, like one time. All right, I'm gonna tell this story. This one was with my grandma now. Like my grandma, like she was different. Like she would take a lot, but when she would come out, she would come out. So I'm in the car and I don't remember what I said to my grandma, but we on our way home, right? And something had came up and I said something back to her. I had talked back to her. Worst move of my life. My grandma didn't even try to pull the car over. She didn't even try to pull the car over. She just like literally, it was like on impulse, like almost like she was like, it was like a reaction, like she just responded. It was crazy. And she always wore rings. The rings that she had on, they had spikes on her rings, right? So they stuck up past her little diamond or whatever she had on her ring. And when she backhanded me, let me tell y'all, she backhanded the shit out of me. Literally, she knocked the air out of my mouth. Like I didn't have nothing else that was gonna come out for a long time. She was driving and she just backhanded the shit out of me with her eyes on the road. Like my grandma was good as hell at multitasking. Let me tell you, like this was multitasking. This takes a person that's been doing ass whoopings for a long time. This the only way that you can do something like this. To keep your eyes on the road and be able to backhand and target that point at the same time. Like you gotta be a mastermind behind, you gotta be an expert at whooping asses to be able to do something like that. And she didn't swerve either. She didn't swerve. She didn't move off the road or nothing. She kept the car straight and she backhanded the shit out of me while she was driving. And literally, I didn't say nothing else to her. Like I said, based off of all my butt whoopers, my son is gonna get his butt whooped, and that's just it.
Because he's just like his daddy.
No, it's not that he's just like me.
He don't listen. He just.
You don't listen either. There's a lot of times where I be talking to you, and what do you
I'm
hear?
saying, when it comes to my parents, though, I listen to them. Like, it only took a couple butt whoopers, and I listened. That was it.
What was some of your butt whoopers? Since you got your butt whooped a few times, what were some of your butt whoopers?
Well, I remember the earlier days as a child. No. My siblings said I was bad. They said I was really bad, and I didn't listen. They said I didn't, and I got my butt whooped. But
what'd you do? No, what'd you do?
I used to gig my parents, but I thought.
How'd you do it?
No, my brothers. I blame my brothers. They used to watch Beavis and Butthead, and they would give the finger.
Beavis.
And I thought that the finger was this finger. So whenever my parents would tell me to do something, and I didn't want to do it, I'd be like, and I would throw this finger up. And for the longest time, they didn't know what that meant until they realized what I was trying to do. And they realized what I was really doing, they tore me up. And so after that, I didn't do it anymore. I got whooped for grades. Like, my parents were strict as crap. They were very strict. Like, I couldn't bring home no B and think that was acceptable. So I get that.
You got your ass whooped for a B?
Yes, that means better work harder in my house.
A
B. Like yeah. So that's where I get it from. Because right now, that's hard, like teaching Ali. I get so frustrated with him because I've been trying to, like, he knows ABCs and he knows how to count to 10.
He's 3.
Yo, we did A, B, C, D. That was the only letters I put on the board. A, B, C, D. We just went over it. He got them all right. The next time, what is this, Ali? It's the I. My mind be ready to just explode. Like, my head just flies off. I'm just like, this thing. I be going crazy. I got to step back. But yes.
That's how your parents treated you, though.
That's where I get it from. That was my whooping. Because my dad, like, he has this thing where, like, I don't really have to get whooped. It's just the voice. He has an intimidating, like, structure, demeanor about him. Like, he can just look at me and I know, like, I'm gonna go study.
Did you get whooped with switches?
Yes, switches and belts, all that stuff. Like, I was so afraid.
That's
like,
it, just switches and belts?
I don't think I ever got, I got whooped with a comb one time. One time, because that was the only thing she had around. If it had been something else, I'm sure she would have grabbed it. All there was a comb. But yeah, I got some, but like I said, my point is I learned quickly. I studied, I got my workout, and it made me a better person, So thank you, Mom and Dad, for staying on my behind.
I didn't get whooped for grades. Like, this is my grandpa saying, when I got to high school especially, it was just like he didn't care at all. Like, I come home and, I tell him what I got on the test or what I got for the class. Like, well, you know what you gotta do, don't you? You know what you gotta do, don't you? That's all he would ever say to me. It was never like, I never got grounded for grades. I never got any of that. I never got whooped or none of that stuff for grades. It was always just my attitude, what I got whooped for, or just talking back in general. You know what I'm saying? Just little things like that. That's what I got whooped for. I never got whooped for grades. I don't know what that's like, but I ain't stupid.
I ain't say you was stupid. I'm saying that
You said
I said my child is not gonna be dumb if I can help it. And I don't mean by dumb because no child is gonna be like that. You have to tell your child what to do. If you have the attitude towards your child on, just go to school, do your best, whatever, but you show them that you don't care, they're not gonna care.
I agree with that. I do. Because I did literally, after my grandpa would say these little things to me, I realized there was no consequences behind that.
It's like,
I could do
why
whatever
try?
I wanted when I went to school. And that's why I ended up where I am right now.
And if you don't teach your kids the importance of education, nobody else is. Like, my child is gonna know, like, I care about you in this house. You're not gonna just be slouchy and nonchalant on everything if I can help it. No, I'm not saying that, I'm gonna go crazy with my child like my parents did when it turned
You do. Like, you should see her in there trying to teach him how to do his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Because he doesn't understand. Because he's smart. I know my child is smart. I get mad at him because he doesn't care. He has his daddy's attitude already. He don't care. Because sometimes I know he knows, and he'll say the wrong thing on purpose and look at me and laugh and flip and be like, I'm gonna watch Baby. He's very manipulative, I'm telling you. But like I said, I'm gonna steer my child in the right direction, period. I'm not gonna whoop him for getting a B. But if I know that you got a test, like when he gets older, you got a test tomorrow and you don't study, you choose to go out with your friends, yeah, you getting your behind whooped. Because if you bring home an E, that's your fault. Because
An E?
An E. They got F's.
What?
They got F's.
We over here talking about what? You over here talking about how you carry your child being stupid. This is called a letter out of the alphabet that they don't even use in grading.
No, in grade school, in elementary school.
Come on now, y'all. We know it's A, B, C's, D's, or F's. Ain't nobody ever got no E.
In elementary school, they did have E's. Now they got F's. But what I'm saying is, though, my point is,
E, babe.
My point is, I'm going to make sure I can do everything I can to steer him in the right direction. Because if he does end up not so smart, it ain't gonna be because of me.
You just told me. All right.
It's because you had a nonchalant attitude. No, I'm gonna.
E. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still stuck on the E part because I ain't never got no E in class. I don't ever.
I get your words straight, Jack.
I remember being in class and getting no damn E. I ain't never got no E.
All I'm saying is, that's very different. I'm strict when it comes to the books, when it comes to learning, and when it comes to being educated, the manners, yes ma'am, no ma'am. You gonna have some respect. I don't care. He already got an attitude, but you gonna put a ma'am on the end. You gonna cuss somebody out, make sure you put the ma'am on the end. I don't care. Like, he's gonna be respectful. Yes ma'am, no ma'am, and you gonna study. You can party, you can do all that stuff, but just make sure you get to them books, because the best thing you can have is education, and that's on everything. You're not gonna be, yeah.
Anyways, so we're gonna end this episode off with that because we feel like we rambled enough for y'all.
Y'all probably got bored, didn't even get to the end.
Y'all probably didn't even make it to the end, but for those of you that did, we thank you so much. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, leave comment, leave feedback whether you think it's okay to whoop your kid or not.
And if we said anything wrong, put it in the comments. Don't message us on Facebook or call us on our phones if you know us.
Kevin.
Put it in the comments. Let us know. Let's make it interactive, guys. Because we're not perfect, you're not perfect, but it's a married life, and we need to know how to make it work.
Also, before we get off here, we're gonna make sure we promote too, because she got my gear on, but she trying to cover it up with her stuff. The
FPC channel. TheFPCchannel.com. If you have a wedding coming up, or if you need to promote your business, I do commercials as well. Obviously, we act a fool on this show, but we are very professional outside of that. So if you need something done, we can hook you up. You can go to TheFPCchannel.com to see previous work and get it popping for the
It's
next
in the
job.
description, by the way. That link is gonna be down there. Also, I got clothing as well. I got a website for that. It's gonna be called iqclothing.com. It's coming soon, so y'all just be prepared, be on the lookout for that. I already bought the domain name, so that's really what it's gonna be called. So just stay tuned to that for those of you that are wanting gear. I'm gonna have more stuff than just this. This is one of the collections that I have, which is called Rebel. But it's all categorized up under the IQ clothing brand. And I'm also gonna have an IQ collection as well. That way you guys can collect that. But it'll be all different types of stuff. It'll be more than hoodies and shirts and stuff like that. So y'all just be on the lookout for that. The link is gonna be down there. But for now, make sure y'all subscribe, comment, and like.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.
But no one understands this music is my therapy, sharing these mental thoughts with an instrumental melody. Melodies are the exact reasons I am breathing my clarity to cross my T's when finding meaning, but I am still searching, still climbing hills, working, built to never feel hurt. Cause feelings get you killed or hurt, but life is just a blur. Better get it's just a burn. Gotta go through hell for shit and suffer just to ever learn. Cause practice makes perfect. Your actions determine the path of your burdens. The fact is, if you struggle, you learn, and I juggle these burdens and hope that I can muscle the courage and push on, even when the hurdles are fair. This music is my therapy.